Hey folks, this is Jan from Our Serenity Homestead, and I just wanted to come in here and tell you guys it has been a hella week. Some really awesome parts of this week, some really horrific parts to this week. Friday would have been my father's 85th birthday, but as you know, Super Dad passed away last November. So we've been without him for over 8 months now, and it's just unreal. My youngest daughter and my 2 grandsons came up to visit from Texas, and they stayed on the property instead of in a hotel or up at my mother's, and that was so freaking cool because that's the first time that's happened. And we just had a blast. We wore ourselves out. We did everything but go fishing. That's the one thing I wish we had worked in time to do. But when you're fat and old like me, spending 2.5, almost 3 hours swimming and throwing balls and having fun with the grandkids in the water, it wore me out. And I was trashed. We were going to fish that evening. There was no way. So we didn't get to fish, but that's coming. I'm going to go down to Texas probably next month and go fishing with my daughter. So Dad's birthday, we went to his gravesite, I want to say on the 6th, and took some pictures and, kind of talked out loud to him and got ready, saying, hey, it's going to be your birthday in 2 days and blah, blah, blah. We miss you. And then some of you that are kind of close to me know that my dog, Bixby, the incredible dumpster dog, has been very ill for a very long time. He's gone deaf. He's gone blind. He's lost most of his teeth. And a few weeks ago, he started not able to walk very far. He falls over. He walks kind of crooked. His whole body was kind of curved. Put him on the ground, he'd take 2 or 3 steps and fall over. It was getting bad. And then about 3 weeks ago, he got incontinent, and he started peeing in the bed because he sleeps in my bed at night. He started peeing in the bed every single night, which, thank goodness, because I have grandkids, I had like a little rubber plastic mattress cover on there, but new sheets and new blanket every freaking night. And then he started peeing while he was in my lap in the recliner, and I was like, oh my God. I try to get him out. I take him out. He quit eating. You have to hand feed him food in order for him to eat, and even then he just ate like the size of a jelly jar lid, just tiny little bits of food, hardly drinking. It was time. So we lost Bixby on the same day as my dad's 85th birthday. And I've had Bixby for over 11 years. And the first vet that saw him said he was 4. And the second vet that we took him to said, no, he's 7.5 or 8 years old. And based on the way he was acting, we think he was 8. So it puts him, or 7.5 to 8, it puts him about 18 years old when he passed. So that was really hard. It made it easier with the kids being here, but it was still really horrific. And I did not have him cremated. The only ashes I have in my life are of my father, and I intend to keep it that way. And but the kids were awesome. The boys did great. We had adventures. We went to Blue Spring. We went to Falling Spring. We went to Grandma's twice. We rode the side-by-side and the 4-wheeler and went up and down trails. We did all kinds of fun stuff. We ate. We went out to eat. We ate at home. We played with the cats. They all said goodbye to Bixby. It was a good week, but it was a hard week. I just got notified by my daughter a little over an hour and a half ago that they made it home safe to Fort Worth, so I'm really happy about that. And I already miss him. You guys saw Tanner when we took him to Pennsylvania with my ex-husband and myself to go see the baby's 3rd birthday. But she also brought her oldest son, Chris, who's on the spectrum and is 17. And he was absolutely awesome. He's been pretty nonverbal most of his life, but he has like, 40, 50 words. But man, he's really starting to talk words that we can understand. And even my mom was like, wow, he's really doing good. And she don't say that. Cotton Top don't hand that stuff out. So it's been a week. I love all you guys who've reached out. The week before, I got a new car. It was an awesome week. I was so excited. And then Bixby started his really bad spiral, and it was hard. So anyway, one other good thing was my nephew, William, has done some upgrades to Scooby-Doo, the Subaru. He put some of those little AVS vent shades above the doors so I can crack the windows going down the road when it's raining and water doesn't come in. He put in LED headlights and high beams. We did have a manifold gasket that was cracked. It was making a little bit too much noise, and he replaced both manifold gaskets and another gasket just for giggles and grins, even though it was just one. So he did that work. He last week put a hitch on the back of Scooby-Doo so that I can tow my smaller boat and my kayak. So that was awesome. Yes, I paid him for his work. So that was cool. That was great. And my daughter coming up, we just had the best time. We just had the best visit. At least I feel like we did. She seemed to feel like we did. So it was the first time that they've stayed at my house for a long period of time. She spent the night there before, but that one night, we just had to make pallets for everybody. This time she stayed at one of my other cabins right next door, and they had their own little kitchenette, and they had their own bathroom, and they could take showers, and they had their own beds. So that was pretty freaking cool. But they're back home, and I can't believe I'm even saying this, but Cotton Top and I are leaving tomorrow to go back to Alabama. Yes, we just got back on the 30th of July, and we're going back. There's some more handy-jan stuff to do. We've got some more legal stuff to do at the house, and I told her that I was a little upset that I did not get to go deep sea fishing while I was down there. So she said, well, do it. So I picked a day. Next Wednesday, the Wednesday after you see this video, I'm going to be in Destin, Florida at the New American Spirit party boat, going on a 6-hour deep sea fishing trip that I have already paid for, already booked, already reserved, and I'm going. And I'm going to do for me. And hopefully that the last person I fished with on that boat was Super Dad. 3 years ago was our last trip down there, and I wanna go down there and fish for him, and I think it'll be pretty good. I hate to cry, you guys know this, but it's happy tears sometimes. I know Bixby is running wild through the dumpsters, and maybe Dad's got him because he really liked Bixby and he would always pick him up and scruff him, and maybe Super Dad's got him. I hope so. But I love you guys, and I appreciate you sticking around. I know this is not a lot of Homesteady stuff, but sometimes it's just life. And the next video you see will be from my previous trip in July, and I'll try to film some while I'm on the boat. So if you get seasick, don't watch it. Or I'll tell you in the beginning of the video when that part's coming up and you can skip it. And I've got some handy-jan stuff to do down there still, so I'll try to film that as well. But thanks for sticking around, folks. I love you guys. Bye-bye. All right, say boo-bye.
Super Dad, signing off.
Yeah.